In this section, we'll take a look at paraphrasing using AI tool. This is something emerging these days a lot. We use the AI tools to paraphrase the information. We use the AI tools to paraphrase the information, such as, let's say, I am using either ChatGPT, Quillbolt or WordTune to rewrite the content what I am taking from any particular paper or any other source material. Now, this helps in improve the clarity and avoid the redundancy definitely, and it helps us to speed up our writing process. It'll help us in establishing a quick workflow on the paraphrasing. However, most of the AI tools, they do not cite the sources. So AI generated content or AI generated paraphrasing. So let's say some of the text I am asking AI tools such as ChatGPT to rewrite for me, to paraphrase for me. However, using AI generated paraphrasing without crediting the source authors or without citing the source authors is a plagiarism. Definitely people use AI tools as an assistant. However, it's still a plagiarism. Why this is considered as a plagiarism? Because it's a failure to credit the source. The idea remains the same. Even the words are changed by AI tools, right? So let's say if we are rewriting manually, that means we are doing paraphrasing manually. Now to speed up that, people use AI tools. However, they do not cite because that content is generated by AI. It has altered the words and rewriting. Meaning could be same, but the citations are not given. So that is called the intellectual theft. Changing the words doesn't mean that idea is ours, right? Idea is published in the source materials and we must cite them. Bypassing the plagiarism detectors. Now, when AI generates text which is rewritten or words are altered, it may not be detected by the anti-plagiarism software. But still it's unoriginal. Right? Academic integrity violation. So this particular case, universities or institutes view this AI paraphrasing without citation as a misconduct. If you are using an AI tool for paraphrasing, which is sometimes okay, publishers, they allow at least maybe 20 or 30% of usage of, I'm not sure about the percentage exactly, but there is a provision that you can use AI tool up to certain limit. However, if you are using it for paraphrasing, we must cite the sources. Otherwise it is still a case of plagiarism. Let's take one example and see. So you can take a look, this particular sentence here is, let's say, climate change is accelerating at an unprecedented rate, causing extreme weather events and biodiversity loss worldwide, right? This is published in particular article, which is Smith 2020. This particular line, you can see I am asking my AI tool to rewrite. So let's say, for an example, we use the ChatGPT and copy paste this in ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite. Now it will rewrite within a second or few, and it will give me a paraphrased version of the information. You can see this is the rewritten information, keeping the meaning same. Now it is not changing or altering the meaning. The meaning is exactly same, but the wordings are changed and it is rewritten as we do it manually, same way AI tools do it. Now this particular case, Turnitin or any other anti-plagiarism software will not be able to detect. However, still it is a case of plagiarism. Because we are not citing the sources. Please note, if we are using AI tools under certain limits, we must cite the sources and we have to cross-check everything. Sometimes there is a good plugin with ChatGPT which is called SciSpace. You can use SciSpace with ChatGPT to provide the citations. This is a good provision. You can use both the tools simultaneously back and forth. Why is this still a plagiarism? Because the meaning and the structure remains same. So there is no issue with that. The words are altered, but the meaning remains same. However, it is still plagiarism because References are not given, references are not cited, right? And how do we overcome this issue? How do we overcome this issue? So always cite the original source even when paraphrasing. It could be an AI tool-based paraphrasing or manual paraphrasing, doesn't matter. Always cite. You can use AI tools as an assistant, not as a replacement for critical thinking. Not as a replacement for critical thinking. We have to verify all AI generated content manually for factual accuracy and originality, right? We have to manually cross-check everything and cite each and every information. And we have to follow the institutional guidelines on the use of AI in academic writings, right? So some of the institutes, they do not allow AI tools for writing. So in that case, we should not use it. Some of the publishers, they do not allow AI tools in writing. So we should not use it, right? Some of the publishers, they may allow for 20% or they ask for the disclosure. So it depends on what's the publication policy. So accordingly, we have to tune and overcome this type of plagiarism.